Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Stallings. You may know me here on YouTube as MarauderEX, and as always, I'm your host for Operation Recap, where I take some of the stories from Rainfall.com and I share them here on the Rainfall YouTube channel, because I'm their YouTube guy, and I do a lot of YouTube stuff. So I'm the man for the job. And this week, I've got a couple of stories that I've picked from the site that I'm going to share here, and just like usual, it's been a slower week than I was expecting, given how close we were to E3. I was expecting, a little bit of a news ramp-up for the next couple of weeks, but this week was pretty quiet, so, not complaining. Good news is good news. So, the first story of the week is Capcom considers more HD remakes. Not at all surprising, given that their previous HD remakes have actually sold pretty well. They did cite, it is not a risk, but rather the growth of the download sales channel gives users more options. We regard this as a growth in opportunities to allow access for more people to enjoy our games. I don't know why, but that statement just does not roll off the tongue. So it sounds like digital makes it easier to do HD remakes because there's less involved. You don't have to actually physically make it. You don't have to use a distribution channel. You can just put it up on PlayStation Network, Xbox Live, Wii U eShop, Steam, what have you, and it's a little bit. I mean, there are ridiculously strong perks for digital only. For people like myself, I love a collector's edition. I love a physical copy. But if digital is the only way this game is going to be provided for me to be able to play it at all, I'll take digital over nothing. So make no mistake, I will rather play a digital copy than not be able to play the game at all, because I like to play the game. So if they're going to do more HD remakes, I'm curious to see what they could do. What could Capcom do HD remake-wise that you would like to see? I'm kind of curious, because they're doing a lot of Resident Evils, they're doing a lot of Devil May Cries, I'm kind of curious to see what else they could do that would be entertaining. So, check out that story for further details. The second story of the week, Sega removes mobile games that don't meet their standards. When I first saw this, I laughed, because my long-standing history with Sega. And then I started looking over it, it's like, they removed a lot of games from their iOS or Android marketplace stores because it did not meet standards, because they were poorly optimized for a touchscreen device. So they actually went through and removed a lot of titles. Some ridiculous classics like Phantasy Star 2, Golden Axe 1, 2, and 3, Streets of Rage 1 and 3, Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2, Jet Set Radio, Virtua Fighter 2, a lot of games. The list goes on. The statement they released, it is important for us to ensure that all our fans, regardless of platform or operating system, have a great playing experience, and after evaluating our complete list of titles, we have determined that a number of them no longer meet our standards. So, this means that they could be going back, redoing these to have a slightly better experience, or they just pulled these because maybe they were embarrassed by them and they're trying to forget them. Hard to say. Sega has stated that they are shifting very, very strongly into the mobile market, so it's we have to wait and see what's going to happen. I'm personally a little hesitant for a company to say we're shifting completely into mobile. They haven't said completely into mobile. They are focusing on mobile and PC, which did have a lot of fans questioning their console commitments from this point on. They've said they're still working on console titles, and as long as you're showing love to all platforms, I have no problem. But when you start off your commitment to mobile by removing a bunch of titles with no information as to if they will ever return in a better format, a little disconcerting to me. But I'm not a mobile market master strategist, whatever their term is for people in that industry. Anyway, and the last story for this week is Nintendo's next console may be region-free. This is a whole lot of maybe, might be, could, possibly, if the stars align in a particular pattern. But Nintendo President Satoru Iwata is, quote, internally analyzing what hurdles exist to lifting region locks. Legion locks. Anyway, this is all a statement of the possible NX console could be region-free. And the fact that we still don't know what the NX is. People are still thinking it could be a handheld. People are thinking it could be a new home console. It could be a new, multi-dimensional device that, opens portals to other worlds. Who knows? I don't know. So, I'm kind of surprised that they are this... I don't even know a word, considering they were very adamant about region locking on the Wii, the Wii U. However, many of their other consoles didn't really have region lock, specifically their handheld. So, I don't know why region locking now is suddenly something that, it's a hurdle that has to be overcome, when it's something that you've done before with very little issue. So, again, I'm not an industry insider, and I don't know if there's something about this that, I'm not privy to that information. But I would like to see an end of region locking, because I don't see a point to it, but I think removing region locking is a poor substitute for proper localization. I'd rather see proper localization. If you're going to keep region locking, properly localized games don't have to have people have fan campaigns for them if they want to play them, or have to import another console. A lot of those are seen as, alternatives. Well, if you want it, just import another console for that region of the game. That's ridiculously expensive. That's literally buying another console just for a game. How many people said, oh, I'm not going to buy the Xbox One or PS4 for just one game? It's the same argument, just, with a region sticker added to it. So, that's really all I can say about it. Like I said, if they do continue region locking, please localize the games faster, a little more efficiently, so that the fans get the games that they want in the region that they want. Even if you do remove region locking, do that. Do not just say, oh, well, we removed region locking so they can import the game, they're going to have to learn Japanese to play it. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't. That would be a poor substitute. So, those are the stories that I covered this week for Operation Recap. All those stories will be in the video description below, and, you can check out other stories at Rainfall. We've got a ton of stuff. We've got a lot of editorials, a lot of fun pieces, a lot of voting. We can vote on everything at Rainfall. We can and will vote on everything at Rainfall. So go check out the site, go check out those stories, and I will catch you guys next week for another recap. Till then, later everyone.